Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. I almost said my other podcast name. Oh man, I'm your boy Old Man Logan. That's your boy KG over there. We may be joined by the rest of the guys tonight. We'll see. They're working on CP time right now. Akil's actually working on some of the promo work for the next event that we're doing because we didn't do War Games. We're doing John Cena's final match at Saturday Night Main Event. That's going to be at Tata December 13th. But KG, hold your thoughts, brother. I'm going to go ahead and get your intro right now.
It's the ginger whiskey assassin, the other KG. Hashtag y'all gotta chill.
KG, talk to the people.
I just wanted to let y'all know that Roman said he's not going back in War Games unless it's Andre Uce by his side.
Hmm.
He told Cody, "I ain't teaming with you never again." He wanted the Honorary Uce, man.
Yeah.
He's undefeated with the Honorary Uce, 2-0.
Yeah, Paul Heyman and them boys, they got him. They got him.
Cody ruffled the
We'll
feathers,
talk.
man.
Damn. We'll talk about it more. Here you go. Here you go. Speaking of the devil right there. On the way, CP time. People. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna break down WWE's War Games that took place this past weekend. Happy belated Thanksgiving to y'all. Thanksgiving was this past weekend as well. So hopefully you guys ate good, drank good. Some of y'all smoked good, and you had a ball overall. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and get my intro out of the way, and we will get this thing rocking and rolling all the way. But yeah, that's what's going to be this week's episode. We're going to recap War Games. We're going to talk about our favorite match if you had one. If you thought it was whack, thought it was mid, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about SmackDown. We're going to talk about Raw, NXT. We're also going to make some picks for NXT's Deadline PLE that's taking place this weekend, December 6th, in San Antonio. So let me hit my intro, and then we'll go ahead and get started, KG.
It's Big Oos, Old Man Logan, acknowledging.
So just want to say shout out to everybody that's checking us out tonight. We got a lot of people checking us out tonight, man. Appreciate y'all for sure for tuning in to Hot Take Wrestling, man. So I got a special message for you guys in 2 seconds. Also, throwing the link in there into the live comments that you should be able to see on YouTube. So if you want to come on tonight, let us know what you thought about War Games. Let us know what you think about wrestling, period. Got to say rest in peace also to CM Punk and AJ Lee's dog, Larry. A lot of people in the wrestling world paid their respects to Larry over the past. I don't know if it was yesterday or was it today. I think it was yesterday. But a lot of people been on their social media. I saw Rhea Ripley said rest in peace to the legend in reference to Larry. CM Punk in his War Games match, he had on the shirt that said, not a shirt, jacket that said Larry's dad. So kind of sentimental there for him. So yeah, man. But we got a good show for y'all per se, as we always do. And for those good people that are tuning in, make sure y'all do this for us. Bam! Check us out on social media. All right. TikTok, Hot Take Wrestling. Instagram, Hot Take Wrestling. Twitter or X, Wrestling Take. Twitch, we are Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. YouTube is NMG TV. And we're also on Kick at NMG Podcast Network. So you can always hit those jokers up. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that follow. Smash that follow, okay? And let us, know that you're rocking with Hot Take Wrestling, Boulevard Ave Radio, and all of the other various other shows that are here on the NMG Podcast Network. All right. That being said, KG, are you ready to get started, my good friend?
Yep.
All right. All right. Let me see where you at. Let me get this weekly recap. Here we go.
And now, your week in review.
Yeah,
On you,
all I
KG.
have to say is don't mess with the MFTs, man. Uh, no, that was actually a good Survivor Series elimination match. I wasn't sure which route they were going in terms of. I figured MFTs were going to win, but I didn't know how it was going to play out in terms of how many were going to be left remaining. Because they obviously protected Talatonga by get that count out being forced out the count out. I thought Ray Phoenix had a great showing, showed his aerial moves, obviously. So see where they want to go with him, whether they want to continue to push him as a single star or if they find some type of direction with him. I thought it was a good culmination for Sammy and Solo's feud, so they didn't necessarily go back to revisiting their feud over the U.S. Championship, but they were able to have a finality in their feud, with the two of them being the sole survivors for their teams. Coming down to this two of them, because I figured Sammy wasn't going to pull off only because Solo had that match for the last time is now tournament. Then at the end of that, they had that stare down with the Wyatts where he got hit with Sister Abigail. We just talking about the Wyatt 6. They have to put them back on television soon. Um, we'll see where they go with that feud. Obviously, with MFTs adopting the face paint when it's time to go to war, so to speak. No pun
Hmm.
intended there. And then obviously the Wyatt 6 with their eerie gimmick. So see what direction they want to go with that feud. I'm hoping they put the title on MFTs just because. I'm not gonna say the Wyatts don't need championships, but um, if, like I said, I don't think anybody needs championships. They're not going to utilize them. I think pick on the Wyatts because, like you said, you put the title on Judgment Day twice. I think they had 3 title defenses over a span of 100 some odd days. So
Hmm.
I'm not just a big fan of that at all, no matter who has the championship. So not even just to throw stones with the Wyatts. Obviously, not their choice. Thought Oscar and Charlotte obviously wasn't WrestleMania caliber, but it's still a solid match they had for the advantage of War Games, which we'll get into in a little bit. What's one? Yeah, we're still seeing what they're gonna tease that Tama Tonga might be taking on Ilya Dragunov in a U.S. Open Challenge. They definitely referenced that, and then obviously Tommaso Ciampa keeps trying to angle for a match, and he keeps getting called a jackass. So eventually, we know Ciampa's gonna get that match with Dragunov, and they should tear the house down because Dragunov's been tearing the house down with most of the talents that have answered this U.S. Open Challenge. Miz does not have a clone, by the way, because you saw he's in the bracket twice. I don't know what that was about. It's so weird. Maybe that was just one of those things they had nobody else they wanted to put in that slot. I thought they could have went with El Grande Americano, or you could have even went with somebody who's been having a good showing, obviously lately on Raw and SmackDown, JD McDonough. I know he had a match, not this week, but last week on SmackDown against JD or against Ilya Dragunov, and banger of a match. For me, War Games. I'm not sure if I had a match of the night. I was because I thought the women's and the men's match came out very well, honestly. The fact that they're not having them in the shark cages anymore, I was think that was a big plus. I don't want to hear AEW talking about everybody they're copycatting. It's fine to be a fans of both promotions. I just thought that's better than the Shark Tank thing. Not the biggest fan of that. I love how EO has a custom made trash can. That was pretty funny. I thought Lash Legend was protected well in there. She looked good in her spots, obviously. And once again, it kind of made sense that she came out last because, like I said, you want to give her that exposure, but at the same time, if one doesn't think if talent back there don't think she's ready to be exposed that long too, that's the perfect spot for her. Where hey, she entered last, she got her spots in, she was protected. She looked very dominant. I thought it was interesting to have AJ tap out Becky again, so they're obviously leading to Mania. So I think that has to be the direction they're going at this point. She's cost her a championship last month. She has already tapped her out at WrestlePalooza, and then she tapped her out at War Games. So at some point, no matter who wins the culmination of that feud, I think we're headed towards Mania for that. If they keep utilizing AJ the way they have been, they could keep this held off to Mania. But the fact that Becky's a regular, that's the only thing I'm wondering how they do that. So I don't know if they found a placeholder feud for in between that, or does she possibly go after Stephanie McCure, who looks like she's about to have her hands full with Liv Morgan returned at War Games. I thought she was coming back as a babyface, honestly. A little surprised that maybe they're going to lead to that. Maybe slowly but surely, you got to do that slow burn, as they say, where she eventually turns on them because obviously they were hinting at that tension between Dom and Roxanne Perez and in the clubhouse, how she's always wants to be around Dom, how she brought him chicken nuggets before and all that. So definitely wanting to see who this mystery person is. A lot of speculation. It's not Seth. They keep talking about. I think they just want to tease people. I'm leaning towards Austin Theory, honestly. Um, in terms of in terms
Oh, oh. KG, what happened, brother? What happened to you? Let's see. Here we go.
about that.
Apologies, everybody. I don't know what happened there, but all right.
Um, I'm leaning towards Austin Theory because there was rumors he was supposed to be added to the Vision anyway. But I heard the rumor was that they pushed that back because Jacob Fatu was legitimately injured. So his feud with Drew was supposed to continue through, I think, the end of War Games, give or take. But that backstage angle was to write him out television, so they had to put Drew in War Games instead of Austin Theory joining the Vision, which was apparently the plan. Um, it was hard to tell who that was because that body type could be anybody. And in terms of who, a fit type wrestler, I mean, speculation is ever. Some people first thought it was Randy Orton before he did that. Seth doesn't make any sense, not just because not only because he just had shoulder surgery, but yeah, stranger things have happened. Like 10 plus years ago, we obviously saw Seth join the Authority after the Shield had just feuded with Evolution. The night after they defeated Evolution, he joins the Authority, which was really backwards looking. You'd think that would have been like, I'll turn on them because we couldn't get the job done. They beat Evolution twice, so that was a little weird when he did join the Authority. But yeah, I guess I always keep people on their toes more so everything doesn't have to make sense. I like I said, I think I'm leaning towards Austin Theory. I saw somebody speculating it could be Sami Zayn. Um, it could be a number of guys. Could have been LA Knight. I only say that because once again, he said his end game was get that World Heavyweight Championship. How you get that? You go directly at the head of the table, so to speak, with who had the World Championship with CM Punk.
Yeah.
I know they said that Braun Breaker is supposed to get a world title match in the first episode of Raw of next month in January. So I'm surprised they pushed that to the, but them being on Netflix, they want to do it, make go big or go home, so to speak. They want to make it
Right.
seem like a big event because that's what we thought initially. At least some of us did that they're going to push that tribal combat match with Roman and Solo to the Rumble because we said, hey, that's Rumble esque caliber. From a standpoint, the Solo had main evented multiple pay per views while Roman was out, and he was creating his own bloodline. Solo main evented but even before Roman and after he came back, Solo was in the main event of it. But like Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, War Games. Was it another one I'm missing where Solo was in that last match on the card?
Shout out to Safe.
So, so I think that
Yeah.
was it. But I just feel like, yeah, like I said, they just want to make a big spectacle on Raw on Netflix. So,
Diva trying to take my answer. I had to show hers right quick. LA
mhm.
Knight. That's who I'm thinking it is,
That's
bro.
what I said because of like he really wants this World Heavyweight Championship. Jake finally crashed out on Monday. The Prime Station is not state. The Prime Station is the new Spanish announce table. When people just want to either throw someone into it or just want to flip it over or something. Jay just completely crashed out after losing that match to LA Knight. Good match between the two of them, by the way. I think people are satisfied that LA Knight didn't go out early because there's a lot of speculation in terms of now. I don't know if injuries. They were on different sides of the bracket. Obviously, I think Penta was supposed to defeat Solo to go on to face Gunther. Him and Solo had a pretty dang good match. I know some people were criticizing Solo. I was like, honestly, I enjoyed his work last year. And the thing is, everybody's not meant to go get 5-star matches. Rest of Soul, Bray Wyatt only had maybe 2 or 3 matches that were like I would say go back and watch it. That match with Solo and Gunther, I'd say go back and watch it if you haven't seen it or if you have seen it. I thought it was very good storytelling. Two guys that are bruisers. Solo more so the bruiser than Gunther. Obviously, Gunther could do a little bit of both, but I thought they had pretty good chemistry for two guys that only wrestled once, which is like in NXT, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had to call it on the fly too because even though they obviously produced these matches in enough time to get these guys what they know what direction they want to go, who's going to go over, should know, barring injury and things like that. That wasn't. I don't think that was supposed to be the match. I'm not going to say for sure that Penta would have won, but I think that was the direction they were going to go because not just because the heel versus the face aspect, but more along the lines of the direction they want to go with Penta and elevating him and keeping him in that niche of potentially getting on the cusp of winning because of how accepted he's been with the fan base, no matter where they've gone, to the point where he's one of the few wrestlers recently that's been getting cheered against Dirty Dom. You know, outside of Cena, a lot of people that were Dirty Dom was the guy that was more over recently, outside of Penta and Cena. And now I'm speculating. I don't know. I'm fine either way. I think LA Light needs this win on Friday more than Gunther does because Gunther's already been to the mountaintops, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, two-time World Champion. I know he's lost his last two matches at WrestleMania for championships on the line. Where he's dropped them to Sammy and Jay, but LA Knight on the precipice of greatness. I think it makes more sense to have LA Knight go into that. Even though Gunther had that hilarious comment where he was saying I retired Goldberg. Now I get a chance to retire Cena. I retired a bum 1 year. I retired a bum. I had a chance to retire a goat. I'll let Bret Hart tell you which one is which.
Oh wow.
So I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, and then the women, it looks like they're kind of going that SmackDown route. You know, there was so much turmoil with Street Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns. I think Garza and Berto as well. So you had all of them
Mhm.
come down and brawl at the end of Raw. Even though you get a definitive finish with um, EO and Rhea versus Charlotte and Alexa, but that was a pretty damn good match. People want to go back and get a chance to go back and look at that main event. So I'm wondering if this is going to lead to the first ever multi tag team women's ladder match type thing for a championship. I'm not too crazy about. That's why I think sometimes they need to get rid of TLC, which they have kind of been, I think. But hell, they could even do a TLC match. Women haven't had one of those, I don't think, in a while. At least a multi-woman. I remember the Kabuki Warriors did face Charlotte and Becky at the end. I want to say 2019, give or take, in a TLC match. But yeah, like I said, those are my takeaways from this week.
Mhm.
Um, I don't think I have anything else that jumped out at me at least. I don't know about you.
Okay. We'll jump into some NXT results in a second. I did want to ask you, overall, if you had to give War Games a grade, what would the grade be?
I say a B. I saw people online saying how upset Stephanie McClure was at times because it looked like Nikki didn't know how to take the devil's kiss, and you could tell there was a couple botches too. Because she was supposed to go for like a springboard drop. You could tell like she mouthed something, and Nikki like bounced towards the rope. I don't know, man. That's the only thing I was disappointed in was that match. I think thought everything else came out pretty well. I get the women's war game. I would say that's about an A. The men's about an A too, because you had the intrigue, like you had different aspects we hadn't seen before. You had Brock waiting outside the cage for Roman. Thought that was hilarious. He just runs up and Superman punches him multiple times. Then he gets put through a table. Like it's
Joe
just,
the Panther
just
stopping in. What's up, man? My bad, KG.
no,
I
it's
just
all good.
I haven't saw Joe in a while, man. Shout out to Joe, man. Happy holidays, brother.
So just complete chaos to start the last with the last two hours of War Games, and kind of like I expected. I'm like, y'all really think Brock? I think a couple of us thought Brock was going. I knew Brock was coming out of last. I'm like, you think Brock gonna start War Games? You really think Brock will have to be out there sweating
So
for about an hour?
here's the
You
thing.
didn't say it. Some
No,
of our
I
other
can't remember. But I think I said if
no,
he
you
starts
didn't.
early,
You
he'll get
said
eliminated.
no, but you know they don't do the pins unless everybody's in there. You saying like you
Right,
thought he
right.
would have got? No, I knew Brock was coming out fourth or fifth. There's no way Brock gonna be in there. Brock is no.
All right, hold on. Let me add a bigger kill to the stage. Coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Lord
I said it.
Dearest.
I'm the one that said Brock
Oh,
should go
okay.
first.
Nah, bro. Brock and Paul told you a long time ago. My client don't work for free.
Very true.
Brock, did y'all see? Did y'all see Brock catch a straight up with that sign?
No, what the sign say?
You know, it was a reference to Not Like Us. Somebody had a sign that said Brock got a weird case. Why is he around?
Oh yes, yeah, yeah. I did see that. I did see that meme. Crazy, crazy.
Crazy work. But yeah, overall, I was satisfied with War Games. Like I said, Akil predicted that, so did Wiseman, so did Phil. I knew it wasn't gonna be anything to write home about, but yeah, that Stephanie and Nikki Bella match, man, it was more so Nikki again. Like, bro, we don't. I get what they're trying to do. Like I said, because Nikki does, even though we don't never ran into Total Divas and all that, she does have a following on social media.
Hmm.
Yeah. So more so to expose Stephanie to some casual fans that probably hadn't seen her, at least with the women. She's over with the guys, obviously. In turn, so that's Stephanie's over. I said with the guys, not Nikki. So I think that was more so to get
I mean,
casuals.
Nikki's over with the guys too. She's over with the guys. You know, the seasoned guys. You know, I'm sure Nick Nemeth will give her a go again. You know.
Yo,
And
I just
isn't that
saw
why they just
clips
push
about
got
that.
killed?
I didn't know that was a thing. I did not know that
Yeah,
was a thing.
Hmm.
yeah. Isn't that why his push got killed that second time?
Yeah, cause Cena cause he tried to like Dolph tried to dirty Mac basically. It was on the episode of WWE Divas, I think it was,
Yeah, I saw the
and
clip. Yeah.
yeah, and he was trying to get it back from Cena, like, and he basically like, yo, Cena not gonna give you what you want, blah blah blah, and Nikki chose Cena, of course, like most Decepticons would do, but hey, she's paying for that now.
Hey man, you know what? Nah, she cool. They relationship lasted about what 6 7 years. Cena normally kick out at two.
Hey, he didn't kick out at two on Saturday, man. I was hurt, man. It messed up my prediction.
I know it wasn't gonna be that only because then it would be too obvious he was dropping the title at some one point or another. He was gonna drop the title. We knew he wasn't gonna retire or his last match. Then you go vacant. Then you got to do a whole nother tournament. That was my whole thought process. Because
Mm.
if he took it into Saturday night's main event, he's just pretty much the guaranteed to lose it either way. I think they set it up the right way because this makes his last match a little bit more unpredictable. Although I think whoever faces him between LA Knight and Gunther is going to go over. Now
Hmm.
it's not as obvious because I think it don't make sense. It didn't make sense for Cena to win his last match as a champion because
Let,
to
let's
enter it,
just
should I
say,
say?
yeah, let's just say hypothetically though, right? Like Cena were to win that last match, and of course, already he would have been still champion if he retained, right? Obviously, he's not going to defend it again, so he has to relinquish it. He would probably pop up that Monday, relinquish the IC title. Now this sets up an IC title tournament again, and you kind of go from there. I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of
I'm
like
just kind of
Triple
over the.
H,
I'm just kind of
Triple
over
H
the.
booking 101, with the booking of the tournament.
Yeah,
So
but I'm cooking. I'm kind of over the tournaments now. I mean,
yeah,
we just had a world heavyweight championship tournament that wasn't by design. That was obvious because of injury, but just had
right.
King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring 2 3 months ago. Yeah, I just think, especially because for a while the plans can change. It's been pretty much from what all reports I heard has been Gunther from the beginning.
Hmm.
So if it was gonna be Gunther and Cena had the title, Gunther's not getting the IC title back right now. It wouldn't make sense. Eventually, some people go back down to the mid card. Cena did it, but after years of being on top, like he went back to the U.S. title eventually. Jericho went back after his feud with Shawn Michaels, but once again, Jericho was in that main event for a while before he went back down the card. Had that feud with Rey Mysterio in 2009 and some other guys. But most talents before they go back down, once you touch that mountaintop, you
Yeah,
don't. Yeah, that's
and
why I'm
I
saying it would have been too obvious if
yeah,
Gunther.
and I,
What,
honestly though, bro, with Seth out, right? Cena obviously leaving. I don't think you would want to put Gunther in that mid card picture anyway, because you need somebody to be in that main event space. You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
you know what I mean, spicing up that. And I know they had some house shows where CM Punk and Gunther were closing out those house shows, and I think CM Punk even won a title from Gunther on one of those house shows as well. I think I saw that online on the hot take page a couple months back. So I think they're gonna probably run into that. That's why I kept saying I think it's gonna be the season, the winter of Punk. We always get the summer of Punk. I think we're getting the winter of Punk because of what's taking place right now. We got guys leaving. Obviously, Jey Uso's been in that picture for a while. You kind of want to cool him off. I think they're getting ready to put him back in the tag title picture. If anything, I don't think he's gonna be like a main event like guy. I mean, he'll probably still have main event matches on Raw, but I don't know about him touching that title again anytime soon.
yeah. Well, then the only reason too I wanted the title off seen because okay, that's still a big notch. If it is LA Knight facing him in the finals, it's still a big notch in his belt
Hmm.
to defeat Cena. But then you get him in that Sami Zayn space. Okay, Sammy won the IC title last year. Then you gonna take the title off Solo to put the US title. Does Sammy really need to like you in a sense that's a linear move if LA Knight got the IC title. At this
Right.
point, it's either world championship or don't do nothing with him then, or just continue. I don't think the IC title would have did much for him because at the end of the day, he would have lost it to the guy who he defeated for the US title. If you put the IC title on him, then he gonna end up because they teased that on Monday. Who's he gonna drop it to? He probably would have dropped it to Logan Paul because they teasing that Logan Paul want the IC title. He flat out said he wanted it in
The
that
the way
backstage.
the way that they've set up rather Judgment Day again this time around, I think this is probably the best push they're getting so far, at least for me, because I'm like, since the Rhea and Damian Priest era of Judgment Day, they basically got all the titles again on Monday Night Raw. Sans the big dog title, the WWE Championship. But you got Dirty Dom, got the AAA title, you got the IC title. The girls are gonna go after the tag titles again. I think Liv is totally gonna go after the women's championship,
Yeah, they put that
which
backstage. Yeah,
yeah, which I'm here for because again I'm tired of like seeing the same matchups. And I know Stephanie's new, so we haven't gotten like the same matchups with her per se. But that I could have did without the Nikki Bella thing. Like Nikki Bella should have just been there to say, "Hey, we bringing back Divas." You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna be like the main, the main diva that they
yeah,
follow. I just, she looked like what it was she can't keep up. You know what I mean? She
right.
couldn't keep up with Stephanie. And it's not really a knock against her. I mean, she was trying, but it's just this is a completely different era of wrestling. The wrestling that you did, these women aren't doing that. They've stepped it up a couple of notches, and she tried her best to try to keep up, but
Yeah,
no Trish Stratus is she. Like
no,
even
exactly. That's
Trish
what
was
that's gonna
able
get.
to keep up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's the point I was gonna make was you have to have a passion for it though too. To really, I'm not saying that Nikki never did, but you got to have that dedication that Trish did to still be able to come back after a long layoff.
Totally, totally.
And
Beer is making a lot of faces, man. I gotta hear what he thinking down there once you finish, KG.
you always need a great dance partner, but at the same time, you also have to put the work in.
Totally,
And
totally.
yeah,
All right,
You
Beers, it's
ask
on you.
me, Nikki Bella don't know how to dance.
nah,
She was on
I'm with
Dancing
you.
with the Stars once upon a time, and now she just fucking falling, just no.
Now she just dancing into highway robbery because
Dancing in the street, something.
they paying her a pretty penny to make that comeback.
Yeah, and she ain't sharing her money with her sister either. Her sister bitter about it. Her sister mad at the wrong person, if you ask
Hey
me.
man, I had to.
But
You had to put that energy out there.
here's my thought. I'm just giving my feedback because I know you said that you enjoyed more games. Here's my thought of the Royal Rumble Steel Cage Tag Team Gauntlet match. Here's my thought process.
and give a grade too when you finish.
Oh, I shall. I'm an ESPN grade this bitch. Um, literally, I was watching it. Obviously, we know uh the storm raged, so we didn't get to do the war games in person. That sucks. We go come back though, so it's cool. But that didn't down my spirits even still really. It sucked, yeah, but I'm still like, okay, we go watch war games. It's cool, whatever. I'm watching war games. Match starts. I'm looking like where are the shark cages?
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter. Do y'all see shark cages, or am I missing something? Am I tweaking?
Hmm.
I think I put it in the chat too. Like, are y'all do y'all see any shark cages? Like, what the fuck is happening? No shark cages. If we was in person, my demeanor changed. Like, I was here, I went there.
Hmm.
Cause I'm like, part of the excitement of war games is seeing them in the cage, seeing them talking to each other, them trying to figure out who gonna be next and all of that. Right? Am I wrong?
Right. Right. Continue. No, you're right.
So whose bright idea? Whose bright idea was it to do that? Now I did hear Triple H like on the pre-show. He made a statement about some type of difficulties happening with the venue
Hmm.
at the park. He said something briefly. I ain't pay it no mind or whatever. Like it was some type of issues with like setting stuff up, but they got through it or something like that. I wonder if it has to do with the cages. I don't know. But I feel like if the post show was the way it was when we had like people like us, podcasters or interviewers there, they would have
Hmm.
asked that question, we would have got that answer. So
Right.
that bothers me. That maybe it's
Yeah.
just me, but that bothers me that we didn't have that. That's why I call it the Royal Rumble Steel Cage Tag Team Gauntlet match, because that's what it was.
Totally. No, that
Like I
messed up the
get,
continuity
yeah,
off the top. Yeah.
yeah. And then it's Cody's first War Games. It's the first time with his daddy's creation. So like I felt bad that Cody didn't get to fully experience it the proper way.
Hmm.
That's the only time I will ever feel bad for Cody. That's it. I don't like Cody. Um, but I have not yet. I hadn't rewatched nothing from the ESPN stuff, pay-per-views until War Games. I rewatched War Games. I skipped Nikki Bella match. Um, but I rewatched it. It was good. Um, but I give it a all encompassing. I gotta give it like a C plus. C plus because I'm as you see I'm rocking that AJ Lee shirt. I got on my CM Punk and AJ wristbands that I got from 2012. Um, the fact that they soldiered through and was able to be there and perform, considering RIP Larry,
Yeah.
because Larry the dog is gone now. Um, like they lost their kid essentially. Um, so I got to give it a plus for that because of them, really. And it's interesting. She got the win and he got the pin. Like he got pinned. So I thought that was very interesting of a dynamic there. But I enjoyed the War Games matches. I enjoyed John Cena and Dominic match. Like I popped when Dominic won. So I enjoyed it. I popped when Liv came out. I did the like I made a touchdown run. I stood up. I got up out that chair and I was like, oh. So I'm glad Liv came out. But that's my 17. That's my 17.
What did you think about Liv's play on the John Cena turn? Had kind of I saw a lot of people making comparisons to her kind of doing the whole eye thing that Cena did when he looked at Rock and kind of turned and then she kicked him in the nads and all that
So
good
I
stuff.
liked it. I liked it because Liv is a John Cena fan, but she's friends with Cody. So for that to go that way, like her and Cody are pretty close. So I felt like, I mean, they're not gonna play it in a storyline or nothing like that, but for people who know stuff like that, it's like that somewhat of a full circle similar. Like you got your karma basically came for Cena. Um,
Right, right.
and I ain't talking about Awesome Kong. Um, but yeah, like he got what he deserved, and it was good. It was entertaining. Like it almost felt like Vince was back a little bit, like low key, because the way that happened is like something Vince would put together. I ain't gonna lie. I know he's not, but that's a Vince McMahon type of move. I feel.
Well, some Vince influence there for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
All those years of
So
Triple H being under the Vince McMahon tree definitely kind of
if
showed in
Triple
that
H made
statement.
that call, Cena probably made that
Oh, touche. That's true. It could have been that as well. It could have been that
call.
as
Yeah,
well.
Well,
like
I saw. Go ahead, Kill.
I feel like because I mean I still feel as though Hogan, Austin, Taker, and Cena are Vince's creations. Austin and Cena wasn't his from start to finish,
Hmm.
but once he got them in his hands, he made money off them motherfuckers. So Vince's mental, and even in the Austin podcast from back when, just hearing him talk about wrestling, like Vince has heavy, his fingers are in those brains for sure. So they have a lot of stuff from him. A lot of superstars from back then do, but them more so. I feel like a lot of people who were able to like have those late night phone calls with Vince, we calls them at 4 a.m. I know CM Punk got a story. Vince calls him at like 2 a.m., 4 a.m. or something like that, and they just talking. So I feel like people that have that type of those top tier talents, yeah, Vince's influence is there when it comes to being in charge of your creative story, for sure.
Well, I saw something they were saying. The first championship that John Cena lost was to Carlito. The first world championship he lost was to Edge, and the last championship he'll lose, assuming he doesn't want another run, is Dominic, and all of them are in Judgment Day.
And Cena's good for threading the needle, to fit all of that stuff continuity wise. Again, like for a wrestling fan that's a statistician like KG that could, you know, itemize something like that and be like, yo, all of this took place and all of these people had this commonality, and this is what made that significant.
And uh Edge was the first one to beat him for a title at a pay-per-view, and Dominic is the last Judgment Day to beat him for a title
Yeah,
at a pay-per-view.
That was pretty
definitely all
good.
comes full circles for
Yeah.
sure. Well, and
Huge,
also,
huge rub for
wait,
Dominic as
wait,
well too.
but even though his pops is a deadbeat, who did Cena once beat for the WWE Championship?
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they might be the first father and son, at least in a while, where it's like there's a lot of tie-ins, especially when somebody's hung around that long. One other thing I wanted to bring up was Braun Breaker's promo. I thought it was pretty good on Raw. I'm not gonna lie, that was his first time we actually got an extended promo from him. I did think it was funny
Hmm.
that he blamed Punk for that spot where they did the LOD move, because I thought that's like on Cody to make sure he doesn't drop on his head. Because unless he's the operator was that Punk jumped too early and Cody wasn't in
Hmm.
position. But I know because you could hear him yelling at Cody in the cage about it. You can hear if you hear some of that audio, you can hear Braun Breaker yelling at Cody about that spot. Like not that he was like, and similar to what he was saying, you just try to break my neck. You hear him say something similar to that inside a War Game. So I thought that was like I thought not just because I'm a Punk mark, but I thought that was more so on Cody.
Hmm.
Because I'm like, if you initially you're the last one to touch the man in a sense, because he's falling off your shoulder. I think you're
Right.
supposed to do a little bit of rotation yourself, because even if that person's short on that clothesline or too much impact or whatever, it's like you still got to put. It's almost like somebody when because people say like that the heavier wrestlers at times they do a little bit of a jump to give that person leeway, so if they're going for a power slam or
Hmm.
something like that. So you ain't deadlifting them in a sense.
Yeah.
because they said Big Show definitely did that for Cesaro at one point. They were like, you could tell he did a little bit. I'm like, I don't know Cesaro for you being strong. I don't know if he even needed him to do that at WrestleMania 30. If he did, in fact, do it a little bit of a jump off the mat to give him that little bit of an edge. Because at the end of the day, he still got to carry that big ass over to the rope. So, but
Yeah,
little intricacies.
that's a big guy. That is definitely a big guy to be carrying. All right, let's see, man. Oh, let me get mine. So I gave it a C as well. The match of the night for me was Cena versus Dominic Mysterio. I thought they did great storytelling in that match, even though it took basically the entire Judgment Day to come out there and help Dom get the W. I was surprised we didn't get to see any of the Grande Americanos come and assist as well. But again, I think it was a re-emphasis on Judgment Day, and that's why it went that way, as far as it only being assistance from Judgment Day, because I do think we're going to get this huge push. And I don't know where do they go as far as who will maybe push for the world championship. I guess you would say Dom, but Dom already got two titles. I'm thinking this would be ideal for them to pull the trigger on the Prince to come back. If they let Finn go off right now, the Judgment Day will be what it was supposed to be. It was going to be DX 2.0 at this point. I know a lot of people
Right.
might see that as blasphemous, but in terms of just the group and what the group's capable of doing, and just letting them cook in the ring. And Finn has a motor on, he can still go. They need to bring back the Prince. This is the moment to do it right now if they're gonna do it. Least to me.
I'm thinking the opposite. I think they're trying to make Dom the star right now, and I think this
I
is
mean,
also
he
about to be.
bona fide though. Like Dom's out of here. Like
Nah, no, but I'm just thinking they're not about. I think they cut that whole promo, but this is about to be the end of the Judgment Day. I think this is it. I
and I agree.
they're
I'm just saying as
slowly.
far as one final push. I think this is the last push, but this is gonna be a major push.
They could try that, but I'm over it. I'm sorry. I'm need something new. I'm not. This is the hot take. We all gonna have to agree.
Mm.
I'm over Judgment Day. I don't need to see
I mean,
them getting
I
no more
hear you.
titles. That's why
I
the
hear you.
vision's there.
Yeah.
They're not getting pushed over the vision. That's my whole thing too. I understand what you're saying.
Hmm.
If they're gonna actually, if they're gonna actually follow through and not make Liv look like a liar, that's fine. But I can't see how like how you push them over the vision right now. I
Well, that's
just
the thing. I think whoever you make as your new centerpiece of the vision, that tells the tale about where they're going with the vision. If it is an LA Knight, a lot of people were saying they thought the man in black, no pun intended, was Austin Theory. You had a lot of that going on. We didn't touch on that just yet. Now I want to get y'all thoughts on that too. But
I kind of did briefly say I said well it was for a kill guy. I said the reason I think it's Austin Theory because he was supposed to join the Vision prior to Seth's injuries and then Jacob Fatu injury because
mhm.
Cody and Drew got moved up because of Jacob Fatu's injury, so he wasn't
Yeah,
even.
you did. True that. True that.
Um, but that's the only reason I don't see it. I'm not. I'm just had enough of Judgment Day. I'm sorry, man. The only thing that's happening recently, and don't get me wrong, I love Finn. I just don't ever see them pushing him as a singles guy. Not as a heel. They can push him. They'll push him as a baby face.
But you see, in Judgment, they necessarily don't have to remain heels. They could easily, because just how over Dom is, that can carry over. Just how over Liv is, they like I was saying this in the group the other day. Some people are more tweeners than anything. I think you could easily make Judgment Day tweeners. Dom's already one. You know, he gets booed out of respect. It's like a Paul Heyman thing. You know what I'm saying? They're
But
not booing him because
the
they don't like him. And he
yeah,
got
but the
cheered
problem
that night.
is,
I think Dom got cheered louder than Cena like that night.
well, they were in his hometown. I mean, I granted that's Cena, but a lot of guys that are getting pushed and they go to their hometown and gals too, they gonna get that pop. I understand it was Cena. I'm agreeing with you. He was more over, but the problem is their actions are heels. The tweeners, they don't always like Dom ain't want to match clean. If you're gonna be a tweener, you gotta win something clean at some point. He's not won a single match clean, and I don't know when.
I got one name for you, Eddie Guerrero. What match was he winning clean during that run, bro? When he was a full on tweener, babyface even. Dare I say it? Right? God bless the dead.
WrestleMania 20.
But you see how it had to culminate up to him having an
I
honest
mean,
match at
no,
WrestleMania.
it did, but I mean, he did stuff to make you laugh. Dom ain't trying to make you laugh. He's flat out cheating. Like he hitting people with ring bell, like hammers. He hitting other heels with hammers, let alone baby faces. Just so it's like he's an equal opportunity cheater. But
Hmm.
like I said, Eddie wasn't flat out grabbing the tights, having people that weren't even in his faction interfering. Like where's these Americanos even coming from? You got three different Americanos. Like his reaction is that of a tweener. I'll give you that, but if they're gonna commit to it, he's gonna have to start winning without doing underhanded stuff. Like
Because
he don't have to go out and win the match, but he can't be having other people interfere. Is my point.
hmm
Like everybody, if they're not interfering, he's using weapons. That's
hmm
where that blurs the line of being a tweener. Is what I'm saying. Not just your reaction; it's the actions of that wrestler itself, himself too, and herself. That kind of makes that person a tweener. Like Bray Wyatt, after he kind of split from the Wyatt family, rest his soul, he kind of was in that tweener space when he first
hmm
touched the WWE Championship. He wasn't, no, he didn't have nobody left. I think they
hmm
were. Oh, my fault. He was trying to recruit Orton to be with the Wyatts, but I don't think they were really doing stuff where it was like how that time they when around that time when they put him with Roman, they had that 1 off tag match, and he did the point thing to Roman. He hit the spear, and then like at that point, Bray was transitioning in between. He really wasn't. He wasn't cutting promos, dissing the fans. That's another thing. How many times is Dom and them? They still take shots at the fans occasionally.
But
I think that's when you get to
not
that.
as much, not as much, nowhere
Not
near
as
the way
much,
he
bro,
used to.
but
Like he actually acknowledges the fans now versus how Dom was 6 months ago, whereas he tried to say something and he just to see a booze, like you know.
no. But I'm saying the rest of themselves, though.
Hmm.
If you're gonna be a tweener, you kind of have to. You can't just completely act like a heel. That's my point. It's not about just reactions in my view. That's what I view a tweener. It's not just reactions from the fans. It's also the actions of the wrestler. Like you still see times Dominic's covering his ears and stuff like that. Sometimes even when they're cheering him, he's still there's he's eventually will get there. But I'm just I don't know, bro. I'm just over Judgment Day. I'm just need something new. They've reached this. They've reached what they've reached. They've touched the tag titles. I don't know how many times. And every time they touch the titles, there's nothing interesting going on. They've had two title defenses and or three title defenses in 100 something days as a tag champion. So this, I mean, that's creative fault, but also then how is it that AJ and Dragon Lee have already had the same amount of title defenses in 3 or 4 weeks? And that spot was crazy too, by the way. That double stump into the Styles Clash,
Hmm.
that double stump he did on Kofi, well, Kofi
Yeah,
popped off the top rope and and landed into a Styles Clash. That was, hey man, because that could have gone wrong.
totally wrong. Definitely.
Like Kobe could have got dropped on his head.
Real quick,
Kobe's a lanky
real
dude
quick.
too, man.
This is completely off WWE. John Moxley versus Claudio Castagnoli is taking place on AEW. When did the Death Riders have a de facto, a Detroit like when did somebody leave? Like how's this match taking place?
No, this is the Continental Classic. So the title that Okada has is a tournament to see who's going to be crowned a new champion. It could be Okada retaining the title like he did last year against Osprey, but
Hmm.
they put them in gold and blue league. So you both in two different brackets. Eventually, you're gonna have to face the gold league too. But I think it starts off you face the blue league if you're in the blue league, and then you're in the gold, you face the gold league, other members in the gold league. Because last week Okada had a match against Kyle Fletcher, and they're both part of the Don Callis family, but they're both in the gold bracket, I think.
Got it. Okay. I'm just not used to seeing people of the same faction having matches
No,
against each
that's
other. So this
no, they
is
do that once. Yeah, they do it once a year.
yeah, this is some new territory here.
Because
Oh.
it started like 2 or 3 years ago because Eddie Kingston won the inaugural tournament, and he was crowned the champion.
Mhm.
Then he had the title, and he lost it to Okada. And Okada's had it since, but like I said, Okada entered the tournament last year, and the finals was him versus Osprey. So it's in a sense, if Okada doesn't make it to the finals, you automatically are guaranteed a new Continental champion. If that made, I think I tried to explain as best I could. I think that's how it
Got it.
works.
No, it worked. It worked out. Appreciate
Okay.
that. Appreciate that. All right.
Yeah.
So from the AEW world, we back in the WWE. We're going to talk about NXT that took place last night on Tuesday on the CW. Here are the results. Thea Hale defeated Ariana Grace. Josh Briggs defeated Tavion Heights. Tatum Paxley to Izzy Dame. I'm going to make you feel all of my pain. She said that in a nice little promo since she lost the women's championship. Sol Ruka, Lola Vice, and Kendall Gray defeated Fatal Influence in a 6-woman tag team match. And OTM defeated Chase U. Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Joe Hendry, and Miles Bourne defeated Dark State in an 8-man tag team match. So
It's Sol Ruka mixed bay.
I've read that she is mixed. I've looked for like hints. She doesn't look it to me. I'm thinking
Her
it might
dad, I
be.
think, is a musician. No, her dad's like, I don't know if he's.
Is it kind of like what's going on with old girl from Sinners? Like I know they said she has some people of color in her lineage, but and she obviously looks it too. But
Oh, you did
Soul
lose me
Ruka,
for a second. Sorry.
what happened?
My phone is phoning. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's time to upgrade, brother. That's what it's all. It's time to upgrade.
Can't. Apple evil. That's all it is.
KG got to pull that black card out. It's time to get that new one, Bucko. Because I definitely got to do the same thing, so it's all good.
So clearly we
Oh,
got John Cena in the chat.
you're right, right.
John
The
Cena on
GOAT.
live with us right now.
Right. John Cena, ladies and gentlemen, you can't see him
You can't see him.
or hear him for that matter. But yeah, NXT they have a PLE coming on this Saturday, December 6th. It is called Deadline. I want to say it's called NXT
Yes, it's
Deadline.
called Deadline. I am so excited for it. This is my favorite NXT pay-per-view, PLE premium live event, Saturday night, Sunday night, weekend delight. I love Deadline so much. Like the way they took War Games from NXT, I need them to not
Mhm.
do that with the Deadline idea. Like leave it with NXT because it is so amazing. Like if y'all have never seen Deadline, watch Deadline. Like I remember seeing when Obafemi was in Deadline, man, he demolished them. Like, but it's crazy. The whole ideal of Deadline is pretty fucking awesome. Like it'll most likely be better than the War Games that we just. I mean the what did I call it? The Royal Rumble Steel Cage Tag Team Gauntlet match. It'll be much better than
Yeah, man.
because you get to see them in the cage.
Yeah, there's one
No,
picture of Pop that looks like Benzino, but I know that's not a dad. So, but yeah, no. Her pops is light skin. His name is Paul Hampton.
Well, all right. Shout out to Soul. I Soul for a reason. I see. I see. I didn't do the Nazi Soul. My bad. My bad.
Soul
I do
Snatcher. Soul Snatcher. Sorry.
I'm trying to
Oh,
find.
this is not hot. Hey, man, this is
It's
not.
starting to bleed in there. It's starting to bleed in there. Pause. But yeah, it's starting to blend.
Hey, man,
It's starting to bleed.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. If
that shit just turned into hot take creepy dark. Like what the fuck?
I'm talking about oral skills. I said there's more
Yeah, I
ways to skin
got
a.
you, but you talking
Oh,
about some bleeding in there and like whoa,
I just
whoa,
wrong choice of words, brother. Wrong choice of words.
whoa.
Blend,
You've been
blend.
watching the dairy it thing too much, I guess. Huh?
I totally have. I love it. I love it. That's my jam. Like horror is my jam, bro. So yeah, we got another action-packed weekend of wrestling here because I want to shout out the good people. Shout out to Cypher and let's see, No Mercy in December. That's December 7th. Celio. I'm trying to see what the name of their crew is here.
Is that Fab Mania December 7th?
Fab
Is that what
Mania.
that is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
It's called. Well, their event is called No Mercy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be no December 7th. Doors open at 6, so y'all check that out. 3201 West Lake Street in Stone Park, Illinois.
Yeah. I
So
may end up sliding through.
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's close to score.
That's not one. Jesus Christ. I hate that I know what you're talking about.
Hot
I
take,
ain't, I'm not even gonna get into the story
hot,
that I heard. I don't give
hot take at the dark on
Yeah,
Sunday.
KG, when you go get into hot take after dark, sir?
Yeah, KG. We came on, man. We had a ball on last on Wednesday.
Last Wednesday.
Wednesday. KG was out there in them streets, man. He hit them streets
KG
hard.
say when y'all start on time, we do start on time. We start on the ish. We start on the ish.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to.
I can't tell
heavy
you
on
what
the heavy
number
on the ish.
10:30 ish is, but we start on the ish.
I just need to take. I'm gonna have to take a nap beforehand if I ever do. That's all.
We
Yeah, no,
we
we had a
definitely need to
ball.
get you on there.
Wait.
We had a ball,
Oh,
man.
I know when. Let's mark it down for assuming y'all don't have a family gathering. I think 3 weeks from tonight because it's Christmas Eve.
Oh, y'all gonna record Christmas Eve? Okay.
Probably. We'll see.
Okay,
I
because
gotta
I
talk with
don't.
everybody else.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They gonna be on
Said
there
yes, and I
wrapping
don't fuck with that
gifts.
shit.
Hey, I'm just. Hey, I'm just asking because I was like, yeah, I know stuff will be open, but I'm not in no. I don't think I'm gonna be in no mood to go out on Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
man. I
More
did
than
that
likely,
once
we
or
probably.
twice. I did that once or twice. I went out on Christmas Eve. It was nothing to write home about.
Akil, do you ever do events on Christmas Eve? Like any of your own personal or just like performing anywhere?
Like me creating
Yeah,
events through the affiliation on Christmas Eve.
yeah.
No. Um, I don't think I may have like with my gigs. I may have like years ago before COVID did maybe a
Hmm.
gig on Christmas Eve. Uh, that's pretty much it. But no, typically, no, especially since I had my daughter. Fuck that shit. Um, but New Year's Eve though, I am doing a gig on New Year's Eve. So
Okay,
what
okay.
days? I gotta look at the calendar. I don't know when Wednesdays are. When Wednesdays aren't. I just wait for them to come.
So I'm the only. Looks like I'm the only guy part of the Hard Take crew without a daughter. That's hilarious.
That's true. That's true.
You want to know the secret? I know this is not hot take after dark, but I'm gonna just give y'all some tips right now. I'm gonna give y'all a tip, and yes, I mean that dirty to the ladies that's watching, just so we know. Um, so in order to have a daughter, you got to be making love in that moment. Like you want to have a daughter, you make love. If you want to have a son, you just fuck. That's the difference. That's all that's it. I'll leave the rest for hot take after dark. Thank you.
Yeah.
he he gave us a tip about Q-tips, vibrant things.
Hmm, hmm. All right, all right. So let's bring it back to the world of wrestling. All right, man. Well, and nobody bit, man. Now Cypher did Powerball for a second. I didn't get a chance to get to him. I'm not feeling the best y'all tonight, but I was gonna try to get him in and get his thoughts on war games. But it's cool. Next time. We are going to do our picks. We're gonna go ahead. I don't have a heated roundtable discussion for tonight. Um, actually, you know what? I do. I got one real quick.
Is Prime
And
better than Gatorade? I don't know.
mm, I don't know if anybody will say yeah to that, but
I
I think
might.
Prime
I don't
Prime's
know.
a good substitute. I like Prime.
Hey, Logan Paul has watched a few of our things and liked a few of our things. So yes,
I
Prime is
told you.
better
I
than
told
Gatorade.
you. I told you, bro. Like, hey, I just need him to send the DM. Like, here's the contract, guys. As long as it's not
So
shitty
Yeah.
Logan
contract.
So
Paul
so
actually watches things because I don't know if y'all saw that clip that I reposted, but it's a clip of him talking to some kid named I don't forget, don't matter. But he's talking to some kid and who does like streaming and influence shit like that, podcast or whatever the fuck. And he was like, he asked him, what will it take for him to reach his first million? And Logan Paul had let him know. Like, I actually watched some of your stuff. I've seen a couple of things. He called the kid by his name, called him the wrong name, um, or whatever. But then he corrected him. But he like watched his shit. So Logan Paul do be watching things. He does browse on the interweb and be looking at people and keeping his finger on the pulse, so to speak. I gather from that interaction you have with the
Okay.
kids. So
Hmm.
they
Absolutely.
do be paying attention.
That's how the whole what's his name? I Show Speed thing took place at Royal Rumble last year because he has the connection to Logan Paul. So like, I don't know if people probably knew it already. You didn't, but now you know. But
Yeah, is this connection through KSI?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I did not know who KSI was nor what the fuck he looked like until I saw the commercial, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Well,
KSI."
no, I don't know if that connection is through KSI.
Oh,
I really don't know these streamers like that, bro. I only know I Show Speed because of the Rumble. And from there
mhm.
on in, I did see the commercial you're referencing. I saw that.
Yeah,
That's the first time seeing KSI. I'm
yeah.
thinking of Kai Cenat when you said that. I know who Kai Cenat is because I know
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
one of
I
the
thought
bigger
KSI was
streamers
some
out there.
white dude, and then I
Yeah,
saw him, and I was like, "Oh, he must be a boxer. He looks like a boxer."
yeah.
I don't know. But Logan Paul said he fought him or some shit. That's what he told the dude. He was like, and then I don't know, maybe fight KSI and then go into business with him. I was cracking the fuck up.
Yeah. But it's a big deal, man. It's big money out here on the streaming side. A lot of these cats, it is just getting that opportunity. It's just getting that opportunity. But let me go ahead and do this quick heated round table, guys, and y'all let me know. And then we'll go ahead and do the NXT deadline picks. All right. And Claudio, by the way, beat John Moxley in this tournament. Beat him bloody.
Ooh, the round table's getting heated. Heated round table.
All right. So in the whole Man in Black thing, right? Going back to War Games, I saw this wild hot take. And what if the Man in Black was none other than Montez Ford of the Street Profits?
I saw that too. I threw briefly Tez's name out there. I think I did at least. No, I'm not, I can't take credit for it. I think I said Trick Williams or somebody could be in the vision.
I think you said
Uh,
Trick. I think you said Trick.
yeah, now I sound racist. We don't all look alike. But I just said because too, it's just like they would not just we concerned about race, but more on the lines of I can't remember the last time we did see like a prominent young black wrestler in a stable where it wasn't all black wrestlers or where they could potentially become a star coming out of that stable. So that
Mhm.
based on the athleticism, if I could say the word correctly, it did look like it could potentially be Taz just because how he scaled the cage like that. Taz has had them spots in those ladder matches. So
Mhm. And he's a very agile guy.
yeah. Somebody was like a lot of automatically eliminated certain wrestlers. I'm like, you said the way he hopped that cage. They was like, they ain't Jericho.
No, he was too tall to be Jericho. That was the first thing.
Well,
And
Jericho not
then
that short though. Jericho about
not
a
not to, not
legit.
to say like he's a run. I'm just saying
I
that
don't know.
that
I
particular
couldn't.
guy had some size on him. Like I think they wanted somebody that was at least close to Seth's stature, so it could be a what if thing there.
Yeah,
Because of me at first I thought, oh, this might be Seth, but when he didn't reveal himself, I said, nah, that's not Seth. But then I saw how jacked the guy looked, the upper torso, and I know people were comparing the Austin Theory thing because Austin is like Jack, he got some jacked arms. But I said, nah, that guy's Austin Theory is not as tall as LA Knight. So and then I've just been on the LA Knight kick anyway. I've been like, yo, I need LA Knight. But I saw the Tez thing and I said, I'm thinking about the Tez promos he was putting out there himself on social media, where he was kind of doing something similar to the whole Bailey thing, where he's in the mirror talking to himself. He has another like Two-Face type voice talking to him, where he's like mulling over, kind of turning bad, if you will, going bad. And I was like, hmm, I wouldn't be mad at it because everybody's been calling for him to have a singles push. And him being in the Vision would totally make way more sense than Logan Paul being in the Vision. But yeah, I wanted to get y'all thoughts on it, man. See what y'all thought.
Somebody said it was Slapjack from Retribution. um, Logan Paul, I
The
think.
fact that they said Slapjack, who was just like Retribution's, just like jobber extraordinaire for it's like, yo, come on, bro.
Nah, go ahead, Akil. I gotta get this laugh out. Sorry,
So
I got two responses, but go ahead, Akil. You
one
go.
of them dudes is actually on the challenge. I think whichever the black one was, he was on the challenge, and I saw him on there. His hair is cut. He bald or whatever. Or he's got a fade or whatever.
Mm,
And I was watching it, and his thing because they Leo Rush done been on the challenge before as well.
mm,
He kind of disappointed me, but they his thing said WWE superstar, and I kept looking at him. I'm like, who the fuck is you? Like, who is this? Like, and I kept trying to see his face, and I'm like, bro, you work for WWE where? Were you like still in training and then they let you go? I didn't know who he was. But then one day he did something. I think it was the episode where they had to go across the beam or whatever, or he was talking
mm.
more or whatever. And I was like, I flashed and I saw him and I saw him in the ring and the gear and everything. I was like, oh shit, that's your ass. I'm like,
Hmm.
damn, son. You left WWE, went to the challenge. That's worse. I feel it's worse. I feel it's more pressure on challenge because they go talk shit about you non-stop, and they talk shit about him non-stop. That's all I gotta say to that.
Yeah, I think he was released when he was one of probably the first releases from Retribution. But yeah, that dude, them saying Slapjack is hilarious, dude. Like I can't get over that.
Did I saw a couple other names they threw out there. That was the wildest one with Slapjack. Who else name did I see?
That's so random. Like,
There's been worse reveals in the history of wrestling, but hey, did you see when they were showing Brock Lesnar and then who's the one that crashed through the wall? Was that Max Moon when he botched back in the day when he botched his debut? Was that Conan, right?
was it?
Was Conan Max Moon?
No. Was he? I think he
I
was
think he
Max Moon. I think he was.
was because he came through and he botched his like debut, like his entrance. I think he's supposed to like crash through the wall. And he like fell through or something. I don't know. Um, I throw another name out there. Somebody who was cost the NXT Championship, but CM Punk was the guest referee. Ethan Page.
Yes, he was Max Moon. I just looked it up. Oh shit. 1992. Holy shit.
Um, I'm not saying for sure, but he does have reason to go after Punk. He did. Punk did cost him NXT Championship.
But
Ethan
Ethan
Page.
Page?
I don't know. I'm
I'm
just.
a play devil's advocate just because you mentioned it. You may not believe you just throwing names out, but I'm gonna say it couldn't because I feel like Ethan Page is in a good place right now. Like with what he got going on with Chelsea Green and them in
Mm,
the tag titles or whatever, the mixed tag titles, and him being North American champion and all that.
mm.
I think he in a good place. I feel like he's in a good place. Who I think it was Zach Gowen. He just got a leg. he got he got his leg together and it's all
Oh
good and
no.
he can that's
Nah,
what it is. He came to help Brock. Full circle moment.
nah, nah. I know what it was.
Oh
I know it
shit.
was. He lost some weight. I know it was. It was Mike Knox from ECW. He still ain't forgave Punk when Kelly Kelly was being an exhibitionist.
And Shawn Michaels still saying, who is that guy?
Right.
Hmm, hmm.
Who did I just eliminate?
What's he
That's the
doing here?
best spot in Survivor Series history. Like
What's
that
he?
shit
What's he?
is gold.
Oh man,
No, somebody said it was Moxley.
I thought the
I was
Moxley
gonna say
said
that
too.
too.
Because Mox has been doing the curve stomp, low key. Did you wait? So
I've
did you?
heard.
So you didn't obviously didn't watch couldn't watch Full Gear. He did the curve step on Kyle O'Reilly. All you heard in the crowd was it wasn't super loud, but it was loud enough to like people weren't booing or anything either. I thought it was pretty funny. And Mox been driving. Maybe he is on his way out. Maybe Mox did probably.
Could be.
Nah,
I mean,
nah, Mox
they
Mox
they,
ain't
they
hopping.
said they said Anna Jay's on her way out.
Nah, but Mox wouldn't hop in that cage like that. I got to go back to the Tez theory or Austin theory because of the athleticism in which that person hopped that cage, like with the quickness of this. That's why I might have to take away Ethan Page too. It got to be somebody that's uber athletic.
The
It's
way
the
And
stance
he
that's
went
gonna give
up
it
that
away.
cage, yeah, the
that's what
way
I'm
he went up that
saying.
stage, though, yeah, the cage, it was he, yeah. The Taz thing makes sense. It's not that it don't not make sense to me, but because I just wanted it to be LA Knight. But when they said that at first, I was like, get out of here. And then I thought about it, and I was like, the way he scaled cages in prior matches and how fast he's gotten like to the top of those
Yeah.
cages, I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, LA
You
Knight's good with
gotta
that
look
spot.
at you gotta
Go
look
ahead,
at the
Q.
way they stand in the ring too, though. Like it's the
mm-hmm,
stance that gives it away as well. Like
mm-hmm,
Theory and Taz stand similar sometimes,
yeah,
depending on what's about to happen. So it's looking at that, it's looking at the build, it's looking at the shoe. It's like you literally gotta like go through that bitch with a fine tooth comb and analyze.
mm-hmm.
Who's our resident analyst for hot take? I'm the lawyer, so it ain't me. KG, you gotta point the other way. Point the other way, baby.
Ah, sorry.
On my screen is this way, so for you it's probably that
There
way.
you go.
Sorry, this was strange.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm in the same vibe with you with that aspect of the breaking down of who this possibly could be. Uh, yeah, I think it has to be one of those two. Just the like I said, the build, athleticism of scaling that cage, and also they add somebody else. I don't think it's gonna be somebody too. That's another thing. That's the only reason I'm not leaning toward LA Knight. We already said LA Knight. The only thing left for him to go is the world title picture. We already went over that. That's why I'm not leaning towards LA Knight. He might not want him there. I'm just saying booking wise, that don't make sense for him to be not going. If you're gonna join the division, he's not. It's not. I think they want Braun Breaker to be the centerpiece. I don't think they want anybody that's a bigger star than him right now. That's another reason why I don't think it's LA Knight.
you know what?
Because Logan Paul,
I,
on
mm-hmm,
social media wise, he's a bigger star.
mm-hmm.
But in the grand scheme of things, where WWE sees things, I don't think they want Logan Paul touching the world title before Braun Breaker. I don't think he will either. He will touch the world title eventually. Logan
He
Paul will.
will, but yeah, not. Well, he
That's what
might be
I'm
missing
leaning
money.
toward.
If
That's what I
Braun
said.
doesn't get the money, money in the bank
Yeah,
briefcase, it'll be Logan Paul.
yeah, that's what I think.
Logan Paul and Montez Ford as a tag team, that shit would go crazy.
I
Because they
also
go
saw.
go for the tag team title.
Yeah.
They're not getting
Hmm.
like that shit would go crazy. Because I can't see nobody else teaming. Nobody looks good as a partner with Bronson Reed other than Braun Breaker, I feel.
Yeah, yeah.
I co-sign that.
But Paul and
Um,
Taz, that shit, that is smack.
And if they can get Logan to commit to rather being there every week, I'm here for it. That's only gonna
I
make
think
him
he is.
sharper in the ring too.
I think he is for a good while. Like maybe at least through Mania. I think he is. Because
So
we only
like
got
only
WrestleMania
from
now.
now till Mania,
Yeah.
because
Unless
the
he
next
gets taken
thing,
out.
yeah,
I
the
can't
next
see
thing
him
is the
not being on the
Rumble.
card. So yeah.
And that's like when you get to like what I'm saying, just fantasy booking WrestleMania. It's like I thought just because how Brock held everybody back when they let him go in there Monday, and I think you was pointing it out too, Akil. Like I thought maybe that could be like the storybook telling of maybe Logan Paul versus Brock at WrestleMania. if we weren't going to get Gunther versus Brock. Because I don't know if Brock, you know, I don't know how he feels about Gunther, but I know you guys were saying that Brock likes Gunther. I mean, he likes Logan Paul. So the likeliness of him having the match, making Logan Paul look good, etc. Even if Logan Paul doesn't win at Mania, but I think it would probably be a little more likely for that match to take place than another one. But
Now, see, okay, so here's the thing with Brock. Brock could be in that space because he's in that legendary space where he plays either role. And you don't
hmm
necessarily need to label him as a babyface or a heel. Or if you do, he could be in either spot. The thing is, though, I don't know if they're gonna put Logan in that spot. I think Logan will. I think Logan will get the. He said what his goal was, and even though like
hmm
that's a linear move for him now, I can definitely see Logan getting the IC title and they're going like that whole Miz route where Miz had the US title and Money in the Bank. I could definitely see Logan getting the IC title and having Money in the Bank at the same time. I think Logan will be in the IC title picture by WrestleMania. And then that's also if they want to turn Dominic babyface officially, because like we said, he's getting the reaction. I'm not debating that. I'm just I don't want to go back all back into that. But that's the best way to officially turn him too. If you have Logan Paul do something underhanded and knock him out the brass knuckles, and hell, maybe Liv is not turning babyface. Maybe she's gonna join the Vision or something. I don't know because Dom got turned on. It seems like everybody in Judgment Day at some point got betrayed.
hmm
So it's gonna line up. Edge got betrayed, Rhea got betrayed, Priest got betrayed. If you look at the history, somebody getting betrayed in Judgment Day. But even if there is no betrayal, that's the way you could turn down in their face because Logan ain't getting cheered right now anyway.
at
So
all, at all.
I can see it two ways. I got two things. I'm gonna say Liv is also over just as Dom is.
yeah,
hmm
yeah.
I think they can turn the entire Judgment Day face, and then especially just the fact I did not see a Judgment Day coming at the end of that tag team match on Raw,
hmm
and the fact that I was hyped that it was Liv right there, and then you give her, and then you got Raquel and Roxanne, and that changing of the title, like she gave it to Roxy, Roxy gave it uh back to her. No, Roxy gave it to her, and she gave it back to Roxy. When that happened, it's like, oh shit, okay.
hmm
She either go be the destruction of Judgment Day, or we finna flip it.
hmm
And if we flip this whole thing and the comeback of Liv plus Dom being able to like have the stake of defeating Cena and just people loving Dominic Mysterio. Like we love Dominic. We love to hate him or we just love him. One of the two. Either way, he's loved. Um and same thing with Liv. Like I missed her laugh. A lot of people I saw on Twitter saying they missed her fucking laugh. Annoying ass laugh. It was annoying, but not hearing it, it was a world of difference. So my thought is you can get Judgment Day as a whole turn face, turn likable.
Yeah,
And with
that.
Logan Paul stating going for the IC title, and Logan Paul was probably one of the first main people on the mic, like literally hyping up Dominic Mysterio. That wasn't a woman, like as a heel, like calling him
hmm
the greatest Mysterio of all time. Like he egged that on. But for
hmm
him to want to go for that title and he got the backing of the Vision, he can literally cut a promo and be like, the only reason I didn't take the title from you and embarrass your entire family is because you had all these fucking goons behind you. And now I got my people with me. So I'm coming for you because I got protection now. Like you can
Right,
get Dominic and Logan Paul, Paul being a heel still, and Dominic going face with that because people are gonna hate Logan Paul more than they hate Dominic. Like that's how
right,
you
right.
get that right there. I forgot what the second thing I had because I got so worked up about that. That was just amazing. But anywho, I digress. Though. I think that could happen. You can get the entire Judgment Day face. Then you get the war of you get a new war that doesn't involve bloodline. You got
hmm
the Vision and you got Judgment Day, but it's different. It's not full on. Obviously, war games ain't happening, but you can still do something with it. That can be a WrestleMania 6-man tag or whatever that happens. Once we get who the other person to be revealed is, and then
Right.
But then
Paul Heyman will be managing 5 matches at WrestleMania.
the only thing with that is who do you call up Or who are you not doing nothing with? Because they could have did that with Last Lesson, but they paired her with Nia Jax. Who's a woman you would add to the division? Because you need a woman if you're gonna have them do a full on feud. Because then what are the women gonna be doing? That's only nothing wrong with your theory. I like it. I'm just saying like who do you have? Would you have someone in mind that they're not really doing nothing with? Who you could see push as a heel that maybe
Yeah. Uh,
Bailey?
nah, it's too obvious. Stay away from the horsewoman. Leave them be.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if,
Go
if
ahead.
if you go with the horsewoman, you go Charlotte. But Charlotte on her good guy thing
Yeah,
for the first
yeah.
time ever, and it's
But
working. So they're not gonna
Mhm.
touch that. I would say if you call somebody up, I'd say call somebody up from NXT or TNA. If it's TNA, I say um is Madison Rain still active in TNA?
I don't think so.
I
I'm
haven't
Okay.
seen
thinking.
it in a
I'm
while.
thinking. I'm thinking Blake Monroe.
Blake could fit.
Blake could
She could
work.
totally fit.
Because you know she's ready for stardom already, even though I know you didn't understand you don't care for AEW, but she proved she could stand out on her own.
Yeah, I didn't see her shit in AEW, but I seen her in NXT and she got me. That we was talking about the talking to the mirror thing when you were
Yeah.
talking to yourself thing. Bailey, I didn't see Montez's. I didn't see Tez's, but
Yeah, that
Bailey,
was that was
yeah,
on
her
YouTube. Not YouTube. That was on Twitter.
Instagram,
So next time you're on
Twitter.
Twitter, yeah,
Okay.
check that out.
So I didn't see his. I saw Bailey what she did. I didn't like it at all, but I saw Blake's and I was like, damn, this is what Bailey should have been right here. Like that shit was great. So I could see her. I could see what's her name? They don't call her name. Mia Yim. What they call her? Meechin. I could see her.
Hmm.
Like throw some ethnicity in there.
Or if they want like a trio, you could do Fatal Influence from NXT.
Oh fuck yes.
Yeah.
I love Fatal Influence with passion. Oh my god. Yes. Throw them. They actually will fit perfectly with the vision.
And that way
Like
you got
perfect.
some new talent right there. You got a way to have Paul on Tuesdays now. Paul will be just
Yeah.
getting the bag because now he's popping up on all the
Yeah.
shows. But yeah,
Yeah.
so you could
Because
probably
they're
do
gonna
that.
have to create a female trio to go
Hmm.
against them. Like
Yeah,
who else you go who you go be in that fight? Who you gonna have in that fight? Stephanie. And then who she go team with?
Well, you got other people rumored to Logan's point before we get into the
probably
predictions
Rhea
that
and
are,
Io maybe.
but you got other people that. Nah, I don't think they're gonna flip them heel though.
No, no,
They're
no. He
too
was
over.
saying to go if it was
Oh
Fatal Influence, who would you put with Stephanie as their the feud with?
no, we were saying they're part of the division of feud against Judgment Day. Of Judgment Day were faces.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right.
Um, but to your point, some people are also coming up on free agency. It don't necessarily have to be somebody that's already signed. To you could, if the rumors are true, you could throw a Big Baker with division.
Brett, Anna Jay.
Wait, didn't Britt Baker just show back up on AEW?
But her contract, I didn't see anything about it. I trust you, she did because I didn't get a chance to watch the last few weeks. But
I
I heard her
saw a
contract.
clip where
Maybe she
who was
did
in
because
the
her
ring?
contract.
Sasha was in the ring, and she
Oh
like came out and went back to the back.
no, never mind then.
It could be
They
old. I
literally,
don't know.
but they kind of did that feud, and she came up short for the TBS championship, like at what event was that? Or maybe it was last year. I don't know. I heard she's based because she's been on hiatus. I heard she's on her way out. Her contract. They just basically waiting on her contract to expire because they ain't had
That's
nothing
who I
further.
want in WWE. It's two people from mm, it's one person that's not been in WWE that I want in WWE, and that's Britt Baker. Like that's it. I saw her a few of her feuds and matches and stuff, and her promo work. Like that's who I want in WWE.
Do you know what's
But I
funny
feel like
about her
we
promo
need Adam
work?
Cole.
No, that's not who was doing her promo work. It's somebody you don't really care for. Cody.
Which one? It's a list. Oh fuck.
That was Cody.
Well, I only seen
because
Cody tweak it out
because
as good.
Cody.
So
That's what I'm saying. Because Cody can be, if they would have let him did the stuff he did in the Indies, eventually he will. We probably will get Highlander, Cody.
yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. I know we're trying to wrap up and get to the predictions, but I will say this: I feel like if we get Cody and Roman 3, that's when he's gonna sell his soul to the Rocket Mania.
Cody
Huh?
or
No,
Roman?
Cody.
Cody.
Um, I'm really hoping we don't get this.
If we get that,
No,
that's
no,
when it's
no, no.
gonna
I'm
happen.
listening. I'm listening. I'm just. I hope we don't. Because there's only been select few amount of wrestlers who have had almost 5 straight years of being in world championship matches at Mania. This would be Cody's 4th year in a row in a championship match. I don't in a world championship match at that. Nah, I like Cody, but they might need to take the title off him before Mania to switch it up. I don't know
I don't think they
if
will.
they probably won't, but I'm just saying
He featured
it.
prominently in that commercial too. So
I just no, but you could be main event of night one was a triple threat. It was a non-title match, so you don't got to necessarily not have a prominent match on the card or close the show. I just I don't need him in a championship match necessarily.
mm,
I ain't saying he can't close the show again. That'll be the 4th year in a row doing that. I'm not. It's about creating at some point new stars because we went over this before. Like if you look at the Attitude Era, I mean, or even the Ruthless Aggression era, both eras, like the stars or guys that are poised to be stars outside of Logan and Dom, a lot of these dudes are not, or they're over 35 in their 40s right now, or if
mm.
not pushing 40. So I just I don't necessarily need Cody in a WWE Championship match again. I ain't saying he won't be. He's definitely gonna get one of the top matches on the card. We know that.
But think about it
But you
like
can't.
this: before we even got like that crop of like the wrestlers that we really love and like and our favorites and stuff, you had those spots for decades at that point, really, or a couple decades or whatever, being held by Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Stone Cold, Rock, and even when Rock faded out by the time we got to Mania 20, you got you still got Triple H now in there, who was already there back in the day and around.
Hmm.
You got JBL was put in that spot because again he was around for a while, so
Yeah.
he was there. Like a lot
Hmm.
of those it's the same way now. Like they're holding it down, where they're going to give those shots to the people that was down and around before they give it to these new faces that we're just now seeing or getting used to, or whatever the case may be. Even if they've been in WWE for 7 years at this point, they still going to give it to the other people who came before them. Like they're gonna go totem pole unless it makes sense for the story, like Jay, and they only did that for a brief period of time so he
Yeah.
can get a taste of the limelight.
Right. I just think there's more
And
parity
even
nowadays.
even with Jay though, even with the Jay example you just gave though, Jay and them was there how long? They were there 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before he got to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
spot. So the totem pole theory still works with that.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it does. I think it's too much parity now. But like to be doing that, and then two, like I said, then they kind of didn't. Those guys are still, to my point, a little bit younger too at that time. Like Triple H, when he went his 6, 7 straight years getting title matches, Triple H was only in his early 30s around that time. Because Triple H was born in the late 60s. He started main event in WrestleMania around WrestleMania 18 against Jericho. He was about what 30, so that was 2002. Triple H was early to mid 30s at the time. So at least that was a Cena was still relatively young when he started doing main eventing because he started at 21 when he was in his upper mid to upper 20s because Cena was late 70s. WrestleMania 21 was his first main event or his first world title match. He didn't close the show, but still like against
Hmm.
JBL, he was what 27, 28.
Yeah, Benoit won that one again, but that goes to that too. Like Benoit won it. Benoit was older in age by the time he got his world title shot. So like
Was he?
same thing with Eddie. Yeah. Him and Eddie were
Yeah.
were, were up
Yeah,
in
you're
age
right.
at
No,
the
no,
time.
they were No, no, you're right because they both were. Because Eddie was I think Eddie passed when he was 38. Yeah. No, you're
Yeah,
right.
so it's a similar type of effect. It's just now it shifted. And I feel like that time when you go from between Triple H to John Cena, there were no people in between that could fill that role either. And there weren't too many people in that age in between them
Yeah.
that can go and do it either. So the old heads at that time had to. They weren't the dinosaurs. They were whatever after the dinosaurs. Like they
Yeah.
had to be that longer. Like Triple H literally just stopped in 2014. Really, you know, like that's
Yeah.
his
right.
last world title run. So yeah,
No,
it's
that one was
different.
2016, but yeah,
That was 16. Oh yeah, that was 16.
WrestleMania 32.
Yeah, it's 2 years after
When
that.
Roman got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, let's go ahead and get this deadline predictions done, and we can put a bow on this lovely little episode here. That was a good heated roundtable. It expanded into a whole nother conversation there. So once again, NXT Deadline is taking place December 6th. That's gonna be in San Antonio. You guys make sure y'all watch it. If you want to go, the venue is the Boeing Center. So yeah, I'm gonna run through these real quick. I'm gonna leave the NXT Championship match for last, but this is a nice, clear, concise list of 5 matches. I'm gonna start here. We got Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dane. She's gonna have Nico Vance and Sean Spears in her corner for a singles match. So KG, you do yours, then kill, then I'll round it out with my pick.
Whoever doesn't have anybody in their corner at the singles match. I'm sorry, I don't watch NXT like this, but
That would be Tatum then.
okay.
So KG's going with Tatum. Lord Beerus.
I didn't like that Tatum took the title off of a girl. So I'm gonna go. Where is he? I hate it. I was so mad. You should have seen me. I was pissed. I was mad.
And they made her a transition champ. Like it's, for me, if you're gonna take a title off somebody, make it count. Like you took the title off of her for a hot cup of coffee. Like,
Don't make it count.
what are
She
we
shouldn't
doing?
have had it. I was mad that crowd got so hyped. I went to Roman
The
Reigns.
crowd was.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll let you.
All right, but yeah, I'm pick. You know what? For shits and giggles, I'll pick Tatum Paxley. But I do really think she's gonna lose. But I'm gonna pick her just for shits and giggles. Sol Ruka versus Lola Vice versus Kalani Jordan versus Jordan Grace versus Kendall Gray in a women's Iron Survivor Challenge for NXT Women's Championship match at New Year's Evil. KG.
So Ruka.
All right, Lord Beers.
Bro, these matches at deadline, that's Iron Survivor match. If you ain't got nothing to do Saturday, even if you got something to do Saturday, watch it. Because that match is going to be my shucky ducky quack quack moment. That motherfucker's going to hit like the level of enthusiasm I have. I'm not trying to take all day, but I got to promote it for them because people don't watch NXT because they don't take NXT serious. NXT is crazy. Okay. I will say, this is tough. I'm gonna give it to Kalani Jordan. Yeah, she a heel now. Let her work her heel
Yeah.
magic. They probably go give it to Jordan Grace. I hope not, but I'm gonna pick Kalani. And they just got engaged too, I believe. I think her and Mello just got engaged.
Her and Mello. Yeah, they did. Congrats. They actually got engaged a couple months ago. I think he proposed to her on her birthday or his birthday. I can't remember. They were in
Oh,
Hawaii.
they're just
I
not
think.
breaking the news.
But we
after
did
the
miss
Mhm.
Trick Williams and
SmackDown.
Lash Legend. Congratulations to them. They got engaged over Thanksgiving weekend. So congrats to
Yeah,
them.
on Thanksgiving, I believe they
Uh,
got engaged.
Yeah, on
Mello
Thanksgiving.
using that SmackDown first round pick money to get that ring.
Oh, definitely. Trick too, because I think Trick going there. Atlanta SmackDown. They teasing the turn with Sol Ruka here, man. I kind of want to pick her, but I do think Jordan Grace has put in the work, and I think they want to push her going into the new year. So I'm gonna pick Jordan Grace. I think this is a chance for her to get her spot. So yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
go Jordan Grace.
All right.
Let's see. Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguana, and that's going to be for the NXT North American Championship. For the people not familiar with Mr. Iguana, he is from AAA Wrestling. So, gentlemen,
Death to all lizards, Ethan Page.
Death to all lizards.
Wow.
The fake one. Sorry, um, amphibian friends out there.
Okay. I'm gonna say Mr. Iguana because WWE has to give the title to another promotion at some point, and I feel like this is the one to do it because there's a lot of WWE people that rock with Mr. Iguana, so I think that'll be the one to go. I don't like him, but I think that's the one
what you said makes complete sense, but I think I got to go with All Ego, man. All Ego Ethan Page here for retaining the NXT North American Championship. All right.
Also, I'm gonna
Let's
go
see
back to
from
our real quick. So go ahead. No, this is your segment. You go. I'll finish my thoughts about something later.
no. Go ahead before I go to the next match.
I was just gonna say that keep in mind too, the fact that that person did all this, that, and the third, that person was masked inside of War Games, and they didn't necessarily got to even be the wrestler that they reveal it as. That's the only reason I'm throwing a whole bunch of names out there. I'm
Mhm.
so focused on the athletic ability of that person scaling it and doing all that. Everybody not gonna remember that, and people not gonna be mad if that person doesn't actually wrestle like that when that person was revealed. I think it might
Mhm.
have been the whole point of getting the hit and run and getting it done real quick.
Yeah.
to go. Yeah,
I
so it
mean,
could
that's
be
true.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
It could be Slapjack.
Chris Chris
It could be
Jericho's
Zach
bodyguard.
Gowen. Could be Zach Gowen. Could be Zach Gowen.
With the bionic leg.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna do it. I hate LA Knight. Never mind. I quit.
All right, next match. Next match. Javon Evans versus Leon Slater versus Joe Hendry versus Dion Lennox and versus Miles Bourne for the opportunity. It's going to be an Iron Survivor Challenge for an opportunity at the NXT Championship match at New Year's Evil.
Javon Evans.
KG. All right. Lord Beers.
No, I was just thinking because you
So
named him first. I think it's because they actually want to do big things with this kid. He didn't get squashed against Gunther. It says a lot.
Hmm.
In fact, he got an extended match against, yeah. And nobody else is getting that exposure like that in terms of NXT talents on the main roster yet. And the open challenge against Sammy. So, and he got endorsed by Sammy.
New Kofi. He the new Kofi. And I'm not just saying it because of the dreads. I really think his style is reminds me of old school Kofi Kingston mixed with
Before his
Eddie
chest
Gordo.
got caved in,
Yeah, mixed with Eddie Gordo from Taken
and
Two.
before he lost his Jamaican accent.
Hmm. Bouncy. All right, Lord Beerus, what's your pick?
first of all, Mike, don't compare him to Bird Chess. Like what? No.
Well, that's why KG said before the bird chest to
Yeah,
me.
I got you, but still, like Kofi could never measure up to him ever,
What?
ever.
Hey,
No.
look, we
That's
ain't got enough
that's that
time.
we get no. That's a heated
We ain't
round
got
table for
enough
another
time.
time. That's for another.
We gonna save this for
That's
next week. Then we
that's
gonna save
that's
it for
that's what
next week.
that's what they call a teaser.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. This is a cliffhanger right now. Uh, I saying that to say Javon Evans is is top guy caliber for sure.
Hmm.
Um, Joe Hendry's in this match. First off, when booking this, I don't think this should be like nowhere near the last matches. I think this should be the second match of the night. I think
Hmm.
the women should be second to last. Um, but I will say, yeah, Joe Hendry is in there, and then you got Slater is in there.
Hmm.
I feel like depending on who the champion is, they may give it to Slater,
Hmm.
but I feel like that's gonna amp up and lead to like a Javon Evans turn. I feel like he'll turn heel on him because of that. But that's not my pick. My pick is Joe Hendry because I feel like if you put Joe Hendry against Obafemi or you put Joe Hendry against the fucking light skinned asshole, then it's gonna be a good match either way. I don't like him. I don't like AEW. I don't fucking like Ricky, whatever the fuck. Ricky stinks. I don't like Ricky stinks. But I mean,
Oh man.
he cool with Jay, I guess, and Punk, I guess. But I don't give a shit
Well,
if
see,
that's
you
in
like
between.
Jade. Jade is from AEW.
I like Jay because she's Jay. They pulled him because of star power. They thought he had, and he ain't got. It's Star Flower. Like the fuck is Stardust. He's Stardust. The fuck? He's Stardust. Like he's
Wow.
Stardust without the. He don't even need the makeup. He looks it already. So
Wow.
nope, nope. Because he never should have took that title from Oba Femi. Another moment I'm heated. My blood pressure's raising. I'm done with
Uh-huh. I can't wait till you go back down to that man hometown. They ain't gonna feed you no crawfish in New Orleans.
I don't give a shit. I don't want the crawfish anywhere. I want beignets. That's all I want.
You gonna be banned from the restaurant? I'm joking with you.
Hey, I make
You
my
ain't
own
All
got
right.
restaurant.
to.
Yeah, I'm torn on this one, man. I want to pick Javon Evans, but I could see this being a Joe Hendry moment, especially with him being signed to WWE now. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and commit to Javon Evans because he's had spots throughout the year where he's been in big matches. He had the match against Randy Orton NXT. He had the match against Gunther. He's had matches. He had the match with Sammy where he's being placed in these positions. You know what I mean, to put the magnifying glass on him, if you will, and to raise his stock. So I will say, you know what, Javon Evans. I'm going with Javon Evans to win the Iron Survivor Challenge. I'm gonna go for him. All right.
What if the man in the mask
Last.
is Javon Evans?
I was gonna say that, but like I said, I think it's gonna be. It might not even be like a person that actually did that spot who it is revealed as. I'm
Yeah, I
thinking
feel like
that.
it's gonna be that. But okay, go ahead.
So it's gonna be Slapjack.
So we go. All right. Some weird. Okay. Tony Khan. Tony
Tony
Khan.
Khan.
Woo woo woo. Old radio tells me everything you know. Tony Clown Khan. All right.
Wait, why you say that? Why you read it as a question like you don't know the song?
I don't.
That's
That's
Zack Ryder's
Zack
theme
Ryder's
song.
song.
I've never listened to the lyrics. Like I know the woo woo
Oh,
woo. I knew that
What?
was a Zack Ryder. I knew woo 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 was a Zack Ryder reference, but I didn't know oh radio. Actually, I do know it. What the fuck?
Exactly.
I
What?
I digress. I'm sorry.
Muscle
I'm
memory.
sorry. So yeah,
I,
yeah.
and I'm gonna need Zack Ryder to give credit to Martin Lawrence for that too. He said
All
it a
right, what's
different
up
way,
with this
but
guy, man? Yeah, all right, I'm
All
enough
right,
with
now
the
you
voice
lost me.
comment.
I was on your side. Now you got to mention Cryback, Mr. Royd guy. Like what?
Wow.
Get out.
All right. Last but certainly not least, man. The NXT Championship match: Oba Femi versus champion Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints. I was about to get a call up soon. So
If he hasn't
So,
already.
no, I
so
mean, so you think that was Obafemi that did that? Damn, that's crazy.
hell
That was
yeah.
Oba is too big, pause, to even scale the cage in that capacity. No, thank you.
Bruh, leave over in NXT. Let the ruler. They Triple H will not know what to do with Oba Femi. He will not know what to do with him. Let Shawn Michaels finish cooking him to the point where by the time he get into that's funny. That makes sense. That's long term storytelling. That's cross business storytelling right there.
hmm
Shit.
They said it
But
was
no,
They said it was Jungle Boy.
now you're going too far. Don't let Punk
All
find
right,
that out.
come on, come on.
He go
Let's
beat Paul Levesque ass. Don't let him find that out.
let's let's
Real
reel it in. Let's reel it
glass.
in. Let's reel it
For real,
in.
listen. Anywho, Obafemi, he leave him there. Let the ruler be the ruler. Like that's not who should have beat him. So he needs to get the title back, and he needs to just step on his ass. Like what they say in Avengers. Does an ant have quarrel with a boot? Stump his ass. Like just get his ass out. I'm done. My blood pressure went up again.
Oh man. Well, calm down, sir. You got a show to do in a couple of minutes. Well, about 30 minutes. Yeah, good 30, 30, 40, you know. I'm going to pick, after you said all of that, and it made so much sense, but I do think the ruler is making his appearance at the next PLE. I do think he's popping up at the Rumble. I do think he's getting that call up. So I'm going to leave that title with none other than Ricky Saints down there in NXT. Hey, what? Hey,
What feel that? Phil, where you at? Like, what is happening here? I feel so alone right now. I'm gonna go cry.
I know Attack Pump. Somebody,
Alberto Del Rio.
somebody that chose their allegiance. He was once in J&J Security. He was also in Stray Edge Society. It was Joey Mercury.
And on that note, bam! People, before we get out of here, make sure you are following us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all Hot Take Wrestling social media platforms. All right, you can find us on TikTok at Hot Take Wrestling. You can find us on Instagram at Hot Take Wrestling. You can find us on Twitter or X at Wrestling Take. Hot Take Wrestling was taken, so we couldn't get it over there. So sorry, we had to go with the next best thing. No yeet on that. Twitch, Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. And you can find all of the content that is produced under the NMG Podcast Network on NMG TV. Want to say congratulations to both myself and the rest of the crew that have participated in making content over there. NMG Podcast, NMG TV has had now over 176,000 views. So thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys. That comes from all of the shows I've been a part of, all of the shows that have gotten produced under the umbrella. Shows like Chauvinist Pig, shows like Boulevard Ash, shows like Hot Take After Dark, Homies on Film, Dondi and Devereaux, Woman to Woman. There's been so many under the umbrella, but 176,000. I cannot thank you guys enough. And we just crossed the threshold of over 1,800 subscribers. So, people, thank you for subscribing for sure. But yeah, man, any other last thoughts before we get out of here, gents? Everybody, y'all enjoy NXT Deadline. That's my last thought. And make sure y'all following us. Make sure you hitting that subscribe button.
You go ahead, KG. You go.
Yeah,
you finish with the promo.
Yeah, so I got one more theory. It was Colt Cabana.
Thank you, Tony Clown Con. He said Colt Cabana. I'm not gonna even respond to that. Tony Clown Con is having fun tonight.
He said Punk stopped sending them checks to his mama, so he got mad.
But I don't know if he's referencing who I think he's referencing with that. But
yeah,
if that? No, Dream linkage.
Who?
I'm thinking of the Dream.
Oh,
from NXT.
I don't think they ever gonna bring him back.
No,
what's his name? Paul Clark.
No, Patrick Clark.
Patrick Clark. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, like Velveteen Dream and Enzo, I don't think they ever coming back. But those two are amazing. Like,
what if it wasn't even a man? What if it was Bianca Belair? It might not even been a man.
Never seen Bianca scale a cage like that.
She ain't man, huh? I seen her climb a ladder.
Not to say that she can't.
I'm just saying. I know. I'm kidding. Go ahead, Akil. Get us out of here.
All right.
It's like when Wu-Tang passes off to Jizza. Jizza, take us out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we did not get to have the inaugural Hot Take first ever in-person event, but we will do so on December 13th. Our first will be Cena's last. So we will be having the December 13th.
Cena sleeping with our ex-girlfriends?
Damn it, KG. Let the man cut the promo.
All right,
I left it there for somebody to do it. I need somebody to do it. Thank you for not letting me down, KG.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the last time is now. I'm not gonna cry. John Cena's final match, December 13th, will be our Hot Take inaugural in-person watch party event. The links have been posted. The flyer has been out there. Go watch our stories. If you don't want to watch our story because you don't watch people's story, then just ask us for the link and we will send it to you. For those of you who did get tickets for the War Games event, but because of the weather, obviously we know it was canceled. Message us or email the email that went out from Great Chicago Fire Events Rails affiliation to inform you all about the event, and you will be sent the promo code to get your ticket for this event. And don't try to be like emailing and saying I didn't get a ticket, knowing you didn't actually get a ticket, or you bought a ticket but you're trying to get a free one. I keep up and I know who actually got tickets, so you can't trick me. But yeah, come through though. It'll be a great time. For those who still want to come out to the event, the promo code is still HTAD and HTWP for you to get $10 off of your ticket, or else it's $30 at the door on December 13th. Come through, have a good time, laugh with us, maybe cry. John Cena's farewell. This man has meant a lot to a lot of people. Took me years before I even liked John Cena, but when I finally did, it was impactful. That was my grandma's favorite wrestler, him and Undertaker. Still hate Undertaker. But yeah, come out with us, rock with us, and it'll be a beautiful, beautiful night.
Indeed. Well said. All right, people. Well, that is the episode. We are getting ready to get out of here. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. This is Hot Take Wednesday. So up next definitely is Hot Take After Dark. We got one more from Tony Clown Khan. Hey,
I can't see that.
John Cena's gonna make a movie with Jackie Chan. JC and JC.
Hey,
just so you know, all Chinese people run like Jackie Chan.
As long as Cena don't hit his finishing move like Triple H and Blade Trinity, I'm fine.
What? Wait, he would.
He didn't hit his. No.
Other finishing move.
No, he. Well, I say actually, he just hit a spine bust. My fault. He ain't hit no pedigree. It still was uncalled for, like the whole movie itself.
All right. Okay. Well, you guys get ready to tune in 10:30-ish for
Hot Take. Hot Take After Dark.
All right, so y'all got that to look forward to. That's gonna be 10:30-ish. So tune in. Make sure you are locked in on NMG TV. Make sure you're following us because we're gonna be on everything. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. You can watch us on all of those. And yeah, man, I'm just gonna sign out with that. And yeah, let me see. Appreciative, and the John Cena thing kind of threw me off. I was trying to think of something to go with what Akil said, but yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, you got emotional too, huh? Yeah, you started to feel the emotion. Yeah. Your heart started beating fast. Your eyes started swelling.
Because it's finally, it's finally here, and it's like, oh damn, like yeah, and he's literally goated now. Like that's for real the GOAT to me.
Yeah.
Hogan did what Hogan did. Can't really acknowledge Hogan like that no more.
Who?
John Cena is the GOAT. All right. So,
I already had my last time is now moment. That was with Shrooms. Yeah.
On that note, people, y'all get ready for Hot Take After Dark. This is Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. We'll catch y'all next week.
Come through. Now here go this long ass intro. This so long, outro. We gotta go out and just take forever, never. Never.